Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to talk about a little bit about my personal training program that I'm doing myself. Um, I want to be clear that just because I'm following a particular program does not mean that it's necessarily a good fit for you. Um, I do certain exercises because they work well for me. They do a good job of recruiting muscles that I'm trying to work and not causing maybe joint pain for me. And you may be in a different situation. You may have, for instance, a shoulder injury, or a back or a knee that you need to work around. But for the most part, this program does a great job for me. Over the years, I have tended to side on the school of thought that less is more. Um, I'm not an extremist saying that everyone needs to train, um, with super low volume and high intensity. However, I do tend to, at this point in my training career, I do tend to really side with the fact that less is more. Um, Training harder, briefer is probably better for me. Now, that may not be the case for you, but I do believe that if you strength train with adequate intensity, you do not need very much of it. Okay, so I'm not gonna. I know there's people that follow Mike Mentzer and people that follow, Arthur Jones's work, and those guys really were pioneers. And I do believe that lower volume, higher intensity strength training does produce significant changes in the outcomes that you're wanting. But I'm not as an extremist. I do believe in changing things up at times. So this is just how I am training. Right now, and I really feel great. Again, you're dealing with someone who's been lifting weights for at least 30 years, never missed more than a week to 10 days of strength training at any given time, even if I've had a surgery. Again, this is just me, so a very, very advanced person. And again, this is what works for me. If you want specifics and you have specific questions, certainly email me and I can try to help you the best that I can. But anyway, how I do it is I strength train right now 3 days a week. These are very brief workouts. Really, the strength training component does not last probably, believe it or not, more than 15 minutes. Day one, like for instance on a Monday, um, which was actually yesterday, I did a pull ups, a shoulder press, okay? And then I either do a shrugging exercise or a lateral raise exercise, okay? And sometimes I do both, sometimes some weeks I do just one. So, but I always do a pull up, a shoulder press, and then either a lateral raise and a shrug. Okay, so that's day one. Anywhere from 1 to 3 sets. So I'm in and out. For certainly, it's a brief, very intense workout. Okay, very intense workout. The second day of the week, which usually is on a Wednesday for me, um, is I do a chest press exercise. Okay, a bicep curl exercise. Okay, it could be machine curls, dumbbell curls. I could do, a machine press, an incline press, a flat press, barbell press, dumbbell press. I usually use our chest press machine. So chest press, a bicep curl, and then I'm doing dips, like a parallel bar dips. And that's just what works for me. Again, anywhere from 1 to 3 sets. I'm tracking my sets, my reps. I'm trying to keep an eye on being progressive. Okay, I do add in intensity techniques, negative accentuated training, slow reps, slow eccentric muscular contractions, static holds. So I'm doing some very advanced training methods. These are very high intense training programs, very high of intensity. It'd be like going out running, 50 or 100 meters as fast as you can. That's the type of high intensity strength training that I'm doing. So that workout lasts anywhere from probably around no more than 15 minutes. Again, sometimes I do more sets, slightly more sets, sometimes I do less, but I'm always working extremely hard. The third day, I do usually a leg press exercise, um, a hamstring curl, and again, I'm just doing that for me currently. Um, with my back injuries that I've had over the years, I don't do a back extension, but I do a hamstring curl and a calf raise. I also, on some of the other days or on leg day, I'll do an abdominal crunch. Um, Usually I kind of throw that in on one of the other days, but sometimes I do that on a Friday. So again, that's just three exercises: a leg press, a hamstring curl, and a calf raise. Those are my three main workout or three exercises. So as you can see, I'm working out three exercises on 3 different days, 3 to 4. Some days I do 4 exercises, um, limited sets, but these are very high intensity workouts. And again, I'm fresh every single day. I'm excited to train, um, and so anyway, that's just my current workout. I wanted to take some time today to go over that. I don't know if that's something that you guys want to see more of or hear more of. If you have questions, drop it in the comments. But um, I think sometimes people can be confused and get confused. So I'm just trying to sort of give you an example again. This, I'm very advanced, and a lot of this may not apply to you. But I think the premise of training with brief time in a brief time period and working extremely hard is really in my opinion, is something to at least consider. Um, High volumes, high exercise times, 5, 6 hours a week of exercise. It's just not needed. So, anyway, if you have questions, comments, drop it below. Talk to you soon.